Hello everyone, this is Tom from Dirk Witte Music Store in Utrecht, the Netherlands. And today we are taking a look at this incredible bang for the buck acoustic. This is the Eastman E1D Dreadnought acoustic guitar, this particular one being in a natural finish. They also come in a classic finish, which is more or less a faded sunburst finish on the top, which also looks really cool, but this one is in the natural finish. Looks super traditional and classic. And like I just said, this is an incredible value for the money. If you want to get these types of specs on a guitar made by like the quote bigger brands, good luck finding that. Pretty much impossible at this price point, because this one at the moment of filming, we have this one priced as a normal stock model at $679. And if you also look at different stores, that is also kind of the price that they are asking. So it's kind of like 600 to 700 euro or dollar-ish, depending on where you're at in the world. And again, for that price, it is worth every single penny, because this guitar really punches above its weight in playability and tone, as you'll hear so in a minute. Really fantastic value guitar. So let's dive into the specs. We've got an all solid wood construction. So we've got a solid spruce top, which is Sitka spruce. Then we've got solid sapele back and sides, which is kind of a mahogany alternative, which is a little bit more durable and a little bit easier to get for manufacturers. But in tone and also in looks, it is very much similar to mahogany, as you will hear so also in a minute. We've got faux tortoiseshell binding around the top and on the back. On the top it is also paired with some 2-ply binding, so white black. Then on the back it is just your faux tortoiseshell binding. We've got an ebony bridge, as well as your bridge pins also made out of ebony. Then we've got a real bone saddle, so that is a very nice and very impressive spec to see on a guitar at this price point. Got a faux tortoiseshell pickguard and then your multi-ply rosette. Got a mahogany neck with a satin finish on the back, and by the way, this is also a really nice feeling and also really nice looking open pore satin finish. So maybe you can also see that all of those pores is kind of like a thin satin finish, so that you are like almost directly in contact with the bare wood. Makes for an incredibly resonant and responsive acoustic. And that same then goes for the back of the neck. The fingerboard is made out of ebony. That is also a really top-notch spec and a very high-end spec to see, to match that that bridge right there. And yeah, looks just super cool, very classic. Got some real mother-of-pearl dot inlays, and you also got a 12-inch fingerboard radius. As for the neck profile, this is what Eastman lists as an traditional even C, which is very much like a medium profile, nicely rounded. Very easy to play, mainly also thanks to that satin open pore finish on the back. Got a 1 inch and 3/4 inches at the nut width, and the nut is also made out of bone to match that bone saddle. So that is also a very traditional and a very high quality spec to see on a guitar at this price point. We've got a black headstock overlay with your Eastman logo done in mother of pearl. Then we have got some really cool vintagey looking open gear Pingwell tuners that work really well, and they also just look super classic and very traditional. Also comes with a really premium gig bag, as we like to see from Eastman, very nicely padded, so that this is ready to be taken out on the road or like to a gig for all of your travel needs. What is also really cool, by the way, which I actually forgot to mention, is that we've got hand scalloped X bracing underneath this top. And that is something that is really cool to see at Eastman. They really voice each and every single one of their acoustic guitars according to that particular top, because every single top is a little bit different, because wood is still very much a natural product. So every single top is going to be a little bit different wood grain, different density or moisture level. And what they do at Eastman is that every time that they build a top, these get then hand voiced by the workers in that factory and then hand scalloped to match the particular top the best that they possibly can. So that is just an incredible attention to detail that is very much unique to Eastman, and to then have it still priced at this price point, quite incredible. Pretty much impossible to beat. I don't know any other brands that do that type of stuff at the same price point as this. Very fine acoustic. And then all of that combined just makes for an incredible sounding and playing classic Dreadnought acoustic that just does the classic Dreadnought thing just perfectly well, as you'll hear so in a minute. So if you are interested in this really fine Eastman E1D Dreadnought acoustic guitar, be sure to head over to the links in the description for further details, or just head over to our website or our reverb shop to compare all of the Eastman E1Ds that we have in stock, because we usually have more than one in stock because these are just so popular. And then you can compare all of the different wood grains and pick the one that matches your taste best. If you enjoyed this demo, be sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel for more cool weekly demos of cool acoustics like these, or cool electrics, cool bass guitars, amplifiers even, all of that really cool stuff. Also be sure to like us and to follow us on our socials, Instagram and Facebook. Links are also in the description. With all that being said, let's hear what this fantastic Eastman E1D Dreadnought acoustic guitar sounds like. I'm going to be playing you some chords, then I'm going to be playing you some lead style playing so that you can get a good impression of what this fantastic, great value for money Dreadnought acoustic from the fine folks at Eastman sounds like. So let's get to that part and take it for a spin.